Grand Rising, and welcome to the Voice of Cheryl. I am Toothless Tiger, and today we're going to do our fourth episode on Cheryl's Tour Guide. We're going to be talking about, do I have to file a return? A lot of people wonder if they have a requirement to file. A lot of it has to do with their age or the amount of money that they believe they received. Um, Maybe the type of job that they have, and they are really uncertain. So, what we're going to talk about today is, do I have to file a return? We're going to come from the publication 17. And again, that is the book that generally the customer service representatives will come from when they're answering questions on taxes. And in my last video, I stated that that book covers all subjects, but I also stated that different subjects have their own publications. Well, I've been gone for a while, and I noticed when I went and looked through the publication that there are some chapters that have changed and they have their own publications. And so, what we're going to do is open the book, and this is just giving you, of course, where you can go and find whatever you're looking for. And I don't know if you can see that, but everyone can go to irs.gov and download one of these booklets. It's very good to have because every book is basically the same, but when there's changes, like here it says what's new, you can read all of the new things that happen to the tax law for this filing season. And they actually come for the year that you're going to be filing the taxes. On page 4 here, you can see all the chapters that they removed from the book, and then they give you the publication over to the side. So if you have, let's say if you sold a home and you want to know what are the tax ramifications, you can look that up. Or if you're divorced or separate individuals, you can look that up. Medical and dental expenses, different subject matters. You can look that up, and now they have their own publication, so they're no longer in the publication 17. Then we get on to chapter 1. In chapter 1, we give you filing information, and it tells you again what's new, and it gives you reminders, and it gives you tips. So that question that we want to know is, do I have to file a tax return? And what it does is it gives you your category if you're a single individual, if you're under 65, and if your income is $12,550. It says then file a return if your gross income was at least this amount. Then it goes on to tell you about married filing separately, married filing jointly, head of household, and qualifying widow or widower. And then it gives you the general reason that you would file a return. It has 3 points, and that is your gross income, your filing status, and your age. Then we go on through the booklet in chapter 1, and it answers questions in reference to your dependents and who should file. And then it goes on to give you the table to tell you about your dependents. And so you would look at this tablet here, tablet 1, and it will tell you what the criteria is for your dependent. And then you would go to tablet 1.3. That will give you other situations when you must file a federal tax return. It's very easy reading. A lot of times, because we hear the IRS, we get nervous, but you don't have to. This is layman terms. It's very easy reading. Most of you may have already filed your tax returns, and some, like I said, don't know if they should. Or if they should, why should they have to file? These are the reasons that are given. And then it tells you, when do I have to file? And it tells you the times for extensions. Some of you guys are entrepreneurs, and you may have to get your receipts together and everything. And then it goes on to tell you how do you prepare your return. And as I stated, there are free services under certain incomes. This chapter will tell you what that is. It'll tell you when you report your income and expenses and social security numbers that are needed. So, this is a very important chapter because what it's telling you is the criteria for filing and for your signature. It tells you about paid preparers. It goes on to tell you about if you owe, how to pay, and they give you some options now. You can use credit or debit cards, and they have some places there, and they tell you the prices that it costs. And then it goes on to tell you where to file and when to keep your records and for how long. And it tells you why keep your records and your name and address if it should change, that you should let the IRS know because they have no way of knowing if you've moved or if you've changed your address if you don't tell them. So you need to let them know. But many questions that you may have, there are questions that must be asked of you before you can get a definite answer. And then it goes on to give you about the basic record keeping. You can look through this book and it's going to give you pretty much the meat of what you really need to know. But if you're still nervous and don't quite understand it, then of course I've included the numbers down on the ticker tape where you can give a call if you need some assistance. The number to the IRS used to be 1-800 829 1040. And that's a number that's just stuck in my head. You can give them a call, but due to, like I said, COVID, things have changed, and I don't know how that works now. So you can give them a call, and you can see how it works. But I hope you have enjoyed this segment of Cheryl's tour guide through the tax law. And again, this is do I have to file a return? I'm going to be touching on dependents and filing status. But of course, like I said, you can download this book and you can take a look and read about it. Please like, share, and comment. Let me know if this is working for you guys. If you like these little tour guides, and I'm not going to do a lot about the tax law, but I kind of just want to give you some basic things because, again, most of us have fear when we hear about the alphabet boys, especially the IRS. But this help takes the fear out of filing an income tax return. I'm going to say thank you for tuning in. Have a beautiful day. And feel free to hit the Cash App if you like. Goodbye.